G'day survivors, and welcome to the top 10 most irritating creatures in the wild. Do take note that this is irrelevant to their utility, I guess their popularity, and even their lethality, how actually dangerous they are. This is simply how annoying it is to encounter these when playing, in the wild. So we'll be starting from number 10, which will be the least irritating of the lot, and then we'll go down to number 1, which will be the most irritating. Of course, everything herein is just my own personal opinion, as I don't yet have the ability on YouTube to make polls of my own. But without further ado, let's get started. Starting off at number 10, the Cnidaria, the abnormally aggressive jellyfish. Having a huge aggro range, which is awkward as hell considering, it's a jellyfish and it lacks sensory organs. But nonetheless, a group of these floating gel sacks could be certain death for most players and their tames, with only a few creatures being immune to it. Thankfully, it only affects you when you're in the water and is a relatively slow swimmer, which is why it's placed in number 10. Following in number 9 spot, we have the Caprasuchus. For those of you who have played Genesis 1, you would know why the Caprasuchus is on this list. Its small size and speed can make it hard to see in the swamps, and the pouncing ability is so fast that you're probably going to be grabbed before you even know it's there. To add salt to injury, the Caprasuchus ignores armor that the player is wearing while it's carrying out this grab attack. Switching to number 8, we have the Electrophorus, the electric eel. This is basically a Cnidaria, but it doesn't stun or dismount you off your tame. But add in its aggro range, its insane swim speed, and shocking debuff that means you and your mount can't do as much damage. Then add in their pack boosting ability, and this fight could get ugly real quick. So yeah, watch out for these guys, especially in underwater caves. Moving on to number 7, we have the Mega Piranha, a creature that all new players become familiar with very quickly. The issue with them is that they don't need deep water to spawn or swim. They're quite comfortable in only knee-high water for the player. These killer sardines can dish out a lot of pain to both you and your tames as you cross waterways. Even if you check to see if the coast is clear, they still manage to sneak up right behind you. Number 6 gives us the nameless, Aberrations burrowing plague. If you don't have a light pet activated while in the twilight or radiation zones of Aberration, it won't take long for these little guys to find you, and when they do, they will be very persistent in killing you. And the longer they survive around you, the more dire your situation gets. This creature would be higher on this list if it spawned on other maps. Number 5 is the Pego, the tiny mammalian pickpocketer. Not a very useful creature and not really powerful in any way, but its ability to steal items out of your inventory is quite frustrating. Fortunately, if you can kill the Pego within a certain time frame, you can recover your belongings, which is sometimes quite advised depending on what was stolen. But after that time frame is finished, the Pego will normally try to make a comeback to steal yet another item. And coming in at number 4 is the Trodon. Normally much more volatile at night, the Trodon possesses a massive aggro range that means it can very well see you before you see it, especially in forested areas. Sometimes you might even think you're safe. Its speed, torpor-inducing attack, and pack bonuses make it a very scary force for players who are on foot, and very annoying to have to deal with. Burrowing into 3rd place is the Paulovia, the biological hidden storage box. Though it isn't overly powerful in the wild, it normally pops up when you really don't want any setbacks. Stunning you, or perhaps even stunning your mount, this creature has been the cause of many of my deaths. And the runner-up for this little list, we have the Microraptor, the aggressive Archaeopteryx. Most might think they're confined to redwood forests, but actually they spawn on every map and almost every biome except Aberration. This little critter's ability is to fly at high speed around your head like a Mentos-filled soft drink bottle. Their agility and tiny hitbox makes them difficult to hit, and their stunt ability has no cooldown. It is capable of being reset as soon as you remount on your dino, definitely earning this creature second place. Topping out at number 1 for the most irritating creature to grace the ARKs, the Ichthyornis. I would assume those watching this video probably saw this creature coming. It is without a doubt the worst creature to encounter in the wild. Being a seagull, it is mostly spawned near water sources, which is where every player either spawns in or builds their first base. In fact, it spawns on every map except Aberration, so you're most likely going to be on the receiving end of this creature. Capable of taking anything out of your inventory and eating it, it is a winged Pego on ascended jungle juice. Its flight allows it to follow the player. Its launch ability is fast and hard to avoid. Its small size makes hit recognition difficult for when using ranged weapons, and because it is able to take anything from your inventory, even high-end non-edible items are not safe. But with this awful downside comes an equally good upside. The Ichthyornis is possibly the best early tame you can get once you can craft trank arrows. But I digress. And that's my list for top 10 creatures, guys, so thank you all for tuning in. I do have more top 10s planned for the future. Again, they will sort of be based on my own opinions, but please, by all means, don't be afraid to have your say, as differing perspectives are important and it helps us all learn just that little bit more, so comments are always welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.